Hey guys, what's up? Trainer Mike here today for a leg day. Bodybuilding.com corporate headquarters on a Flex Friday. Now you guys are always asking me, when's leg day? When's leg day? Despite the fact that we've done several leg days, today's another leg day. Now, the cool thing about today is it's a little more of a hamstring focus. And hamstrings are part of the leg that a lot of people neglect. So everybody wants to focus on their leg extensions and their squats, and those things are great. And we hit that a little earlier this week. So today, we're gonna hit a leg day with a little more of a hamstring focus. So if your goal is glutes, hamstrings, you wanna check out this workout. We're starting off heavy, compound, old school, basic movement, deadlift from the floor. So we're just finishing our warm up right now, and we're gonna go up to 405 to start, and we're going 5 sets of 5. So we're gonna see how 405 feels, and then we're gonna go from there. So Flex Friday, leg day, hamstring focus, starting off no better way than deadlift. So we're gonna finish loading up the bar here, 405, 5 sets of 5. What are you guys training today? Comment below. Let us know what you're hitting on Flex Friday. And I always said, it's pretty bold to hit legs on a Friday. You're kind of tired, maybe a little worn down for the week, but you got to get it in. So right now, trying to hit legs twice a week. It's a focus of mine. So I recently switched over from men's physique to classic physique, which means I got to keep these wheels on fire. So we're going to train them, and we're going to train them a lot. So going here, 405. I'm going to put a couple clips on. I just like to do this, guys, so these weights don't get away from us. Safety first. And one thing that I do is I'm gonna wear a belt. If I'm 5 reps or below, I usually try to wear a belt. And then I'm also wearing straps. And do I really, really need them? I could chalk it up and I'd probably be just fine, but I'm gonna wear straps because that's what I like to do. So comment below if you want to hate on me for wearing some straps. But I like it, all right? We're focusing on legs here. Forearms will get their work somewhere else. First set, 5 reps, deadlifts, let's roll. Lightweight, baby. Loosen up the belts a little bit in between sets here. So, do you guys like incorporating deadlifts on back day or on leg day? Comment below and let us know. I switch it up. There's some days where I'll put deadlifts at the beginning of a back day, and there's some days where I'll keep them for a leg day, and they definitely work both. The whole posterior chain of the body, from glutes to hamstrings to back, great movement for it.
Jeffrey from YouTube says, do they get all their questions from Facebook? I think they do.
Do we get all our questions from Facebook? I don't know. I just answer the questions. But, or all the ones,
YouTube, so
there you go, there you go.
People say on back day.
So a lot of you guys hit deadlifts on back day. I'd say 3/4 of the time, I have my deadlifts on back day, but sometimes I like to switch it up and do leg day. Now here's the other question for you guys. Do you guys like to have just one leg day per week? Or do you go like a quad focus leg day and then a hamstring focus leg day? Comment below, I'm curious what you guys do. All right, set 2, deadlifts. Let's roll. First set was easy, that was light. We're gonna go here, see how it feels. 405, 1 bumper plate. Yes, it's a 45. Here we go. Couple key things on leg day. we always wear Converse, okay? Converse are important. You get a little better proprioceptive feedback with a flat sole shoe like a Converse than you do if you're doing like a running shoe or something. Short shorts, always a must on leg day, and long sleeve shirts, all right? I don't need to be distracted by the pump that I don't have in my arms while I'm trying to hit some legs, so a few key things.
What kind of belt do you use?
What kind of belt do I use? This is just a Vallejo. It's a simple belt. I have 3 or 4 different belts that I use. I don't love this one, like I'm not loyal to this brand. It's actually a little thinner than I would prefer, but it's what I had today and it matched. That's important too.
Converse are whack, Vans all day, bro.
Converse are whack, Vans all day. Yeah, Vans are all right. I'm not hating on Vans, okay? I'm just a Converse guy. All right, so giving ourselves a little more time to rest on something like deadlifts than we would on any other movement, just because it's going to take a little more out of us. So 3rd set. We're gonna keep it here just because we got a long leg day ahead of us. So I'm not really trying to go to failure here. I'm trying to get 5 good quality reps out. Set 3 of 5. Let's roll. All right, guys. 5 reps. Dig deep. Feels good. Start the day off with some deadlifts. Burning a lot of calories on something like this too. So if you guys don't like cardio like me, do your deadlifts, do your squats. You burn so many calories because we're using so many different muscle groups and you can feel it. The heart's going. I always wear a heart rate monitor on leg day and we'll see how that plays out here in a minute. Great question. So what are we doing for grips? I like a double overhand grip on deadlifts. Part of the reason why I wear straps is so I can do a double overhand grip. When you start getting heavier, turning to an underhand grip puts a lot of strain on the biceps. And there's a lot of people that actually have biceps injuries, okay? Might tear a bicep because of an underhand grip on a deadlift. And then you got to remember to switch it all the time to stay balanced. So that's why I do straps, double overhand. Started doing that a couple years ago and I actually really like it. 3 sets down, 2 more to go. This is feeling pretty good.
I'm new to deadlifts, not sure what weight to start at.
Okay, somebody new to deadlifts, not sure what weight to start with. Guys, here's the deal. Deadlifts are a very, very complicated movement. So what I always recommend people do is start with a PVC pipe. So if you've never done deadlifts before, and I was just looking around here, I know there's one floating around here somewhere, but a PVC pipe can actually teach you how to do it properly just by learning how to hinge at the hips correctly. Because that's really what it is a deadlift is learning how to hinge at the hips. And that's a movement that takes a little bit of practice if you've never done it before. So a lot of people might start out and really do a deadlift all back, no hips associated. So after this set, I'll show you guys with a PVC pipe what I'm talking about. Woo, here we go. We're going big here, 5 reps. This is lightweight. This is easy stuff on a Friday, guys. Let's go. Woo! 4 sets down. Now here's what I want to know, guys. That feels pretty good. And we're planning on 5 sets of 5. but I want to know if you guys want me to go up on this next set. So let's see some hearts. If you guys want me to add some weight on here, okay? Either give us a heart or give us a biceps emoji if you want me to add some weight for this next set. So if you've never deadlifted before, grab a PVC pipe, okay? Put it, oh, we getting some hearts? Dang it. I was kind of hoping to stay where we were at, guys. Grab a PVC pipe, put it on your back. It's got to touch your tailbone, your shoulder blades, and your head. And so before you deadlift, you should be able to bend over, keeping it on all three of those points. Because if you're not hinging at the hips properly, that's a huge concern for deadlifts. Or the way I see a lot of people deadlift is like this. And then obviously we're coming off of the back. So this will teach you how to bend over properly. It's also a really good warm-up. Did we get enough hearts to justify an increased weight?
They need more hearts right now.
More hearts, guys. If you want to see the weight go up, we need more hearts. Got to see more hearts. What's it looking like? What's the verdict? We going up or not? All right, we say we're good. We say we're good. So let's put on 25. Put on 25, so that'll be 455. My max is, the most I've ever done is 550. We're not going to go there today. So we'll go 455. We may not get 5 reps, but you guys push me to put on an extra 50 pounds. So we'll get 1 or 2 here, and then we'll move on to our next exercise. Here we go, baby, deadlifts. I'm not like a huge strength guy. I don't really train for strength, but I try to incorporate this stuff, so here we go. Maybe we'll get it, maybe we'll die. I don't know. Let's see what happens. All right, maybe a couple reps here. 455 on deadlifts. Woo! Let's go. Lightweight, baby. Ha. Woo! 3 reps is good there. Get a little lightheaded after doing some heavier deads. Guys, that felt good. Thank you for pushing me on there. Now, like I said, I always keep track of my heart rate. And we get up, we're at 68% right now, which is, yeah, that's cardio talk. That's cardio talk. So we're burning a lot of calories. We're getting the heart rate up there, which is awesome because that means that we can have a cheat meal this weekend and we don't feel as bad about it. So let's head over here. We got glute ham raises next. So a lot of people ask about this exercise. It's a glute ham raise, but a lot of people don't have a glute ham raise machine at their gym. And here, I'm gonna show you how to do it, even though we have a glute ham raise machine here. I'm gonna show you how to do this on a lat pull down. And if any of you guys, girls, whatever, are looking to build up better hamstrings and better glutes, you have to do this exercise. This is absolutely mandatory for anybody that's looking to improve hamstrings and glutes. And it's also really good for performance. So I'm gonna take a lat pull down machine, I'm gonna lower this all the way down, okay? And then I need something to come down to. If you've never done it before, don't try and go all the way to the floor. So I'm actually gonna use this here as just something to give me that little extra push off. This is a negative movement. We want to go really focus on that eccentric or negative portion of it. So hooking the feet in here. We're going to come down nice and slow until we get to our bench here. 6 reps. Let's roll. 2 more, let's go. 1 more. Slow, slow, slow. Whew. So we're going 4 sets of 6 here. A little wobbly after some deadlifts on there. So for this exercise, start with a box or something that you can kind of absorb the blow by. It's always better than falling straight on your face. And then move to a point where you can go all the way down, and then move to a point where you don't need any box at all. So great exercise.
Is it better to go heavy with low reps or lightweight with high reps for muscle building?
So you want to build muscle. Is it better to go heavy with low reps or light with high reps? You need a combination of the two, especially if you're trying to build up a solid base. If you're trying to build a foundation of muscle mass, you have to have those heavier compound movements in there. So today, this is a great workout for you because this is a great for strength and muscle building on this workout. We're going some heavier with lower reps, and we're gonna go some lighter with higher reps. Okay, here we go, set 2. Hammies, baby. Don't forget those hamstrings. I'm trying not to push off here, just kind of absorb and then pull my way back up. My favorite gym hack, without a doubt. I started noticing a huge difference in my hamstring and glute development when I started incorporating this on a regular basis.
How do you deal with soreness when I hit legs? I'm sore for like 2 days.
How do you deal with soreness when you hit legs, you're sore for 2 days? You just buck up and you deal with it. Look guys, sometimes you're just gonna get sore. And we're gonna be sore after this workout. And you kind of learn to live with it, but a couple things: get enough sleep. Sleep's huge. Stay well hydrated, at least 1 ounce of water for every other pound of body weight, and make sure your nutrition's right, okay? You're not too low in calories, you're getting at least 1 gram per pound of protein, and make sure you're supplementing correctly, okay? Things like branched chain amino acids, glutamine, maybe a little ZMA before you hit the hay at night can play a huge role in that delayed onset muscle soreness. Set 3, 6 reps. Hammies are on fire. Let's go. Two more. Come on. Whew. Again, your whole posterior chain. We feel lower back involved with this. We feel glutes, we feel hamstrings, everything's working. If it feels like your body's gonna snap in half when you do this exercise, you're doing it right. A lot of people, the first time they do it, they feel really uncomfortable. So take it easy at first, maybe a couple sets, and then kind of work your way up from there.
Ask them to give us a flex emoji if they're gonna try this.
Okay guys, if you're gonna try this for Flex Friday or any other day this week, give us the old flex emoji, okay? I wanna know if you guys are gonna go try this gym hack at your gym. You're gonna take a lat pull down machine and you're gonna do a glute ham raise on there. Who is brave enough to try it? Bam, give the old flex emoji out there. Final set, 4 sets, 6, what's it looking like? Is anybody gonna try it?
There's a few.
Just a few. Guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Here we go. Final set, 6 reps. Feel the pain, baby. Whoosh. Keep the back straight on the way down. Hips stay straight. 3 more. Whew, there it is. And one more tip. When you guys are doing this, flex your foot back, okay? Don't point your toe. make sure your foot is flexed back so we can get the best hamstring activation. What's it looking like, guys? Is anybody gonna try this? Did we get plenty of emojis on there? All right, okay. We got a few people gonna try out the glute hamstring raise. I like it. All right, guys, moving on next. Single leg press over here. We're going 4 sets of 15. So the question was asked earlier, you know, how many, do I go lighter with more reps? Do I go heavier with lower reps? We're doing a combination here. Now, leg press, just by switching it up and going single leg, is going to change the muscle groups that it targets as compared to both legs. So we're gonna keep the weight fairly light here, and we're gonna go single leg press, which is gonna help us put a little more focus on the hamstrings and the glutes.
What kind of straps are you using?
What kind of straps was I using? They are the, oh geez, I left them over there. They're the Versa grips, thank you, yes. Versa grips, which I really like. I think those are good straps. Just easy to get in and out of. All right, guys, here we go. 15 reps on each leg. We're gonna get the heart rate up here too. So we're putting our foot just a little bit higher here, and we're gonna try and focus on driving off of the heel so we can get a little more hamstrings involved. Drive through the heel, switch legs. We're going to take just a short break here before we move on to our next set. And it definitely gets the heart rate up. Now, one of the questions that get asked a lot on any kind of leg press, both leg, single leg, is how low do you go? And if your hamstring flexibility isn't awesome, like mine, then we try and focus on not going too low, because if we go too low, we're going to start lifting our butt off the pad, and that's going to actually hurt our back. My mic, my dang mic. There we go.
Can you angle your foot out a little, or should it be straight? Does it make a difference?
It's not going to make a huge difference whether you angle your foot out or whether you keep it straight. I just wouldn't go really externally rotated too far. I feel like it's better to keep just maybe a slight external rotation or straight up and down. Set 2, 15 reps. Let's go. Here we go. Switch it up, 15. So I don't know, do you guys ever incorporate, comment below, if you guys ever incorporate single leg movements into your leg day? I don't see a lot of people do it. So I'm curious, do you guys do it? Comment below.
Before you start your workout, do you stretch your muscles with warm-up sets?
Yes. So what you guys don't see on the Flex Fridays usually is the warm-up. So I came in about 20 minutes. So about 20 minutes before we started the workout, I came in, I did a little foam rolling on my IT bands and on my piriformis. And I went through about 5 active dynamic warm-up exercises. We went glute bridges, we went active leg raises, we went Supermans, we went world's greatest stretch, we did inchworms, and then we did about 5 warm-up sets of deadlifts before we went live. Good question. All right, set 3, let's go. Here we go. Ooh, man, 3 sets in. You guys will really feel this in your hamstrings.
A lot of people say they love single leg strength.
Good. I'm glad you guys like doing single leg movements. They are so beneficial. And if you ever need just that reality check, that gut check, you just want to check your ego a little bit, try some single leg movements. Let's get some hearts for some single leg movements. If you guys like single leg movements, if you do them, if you want to see more of them, if you believe in them, give us some hearts. Give us some hearts, guys, if you like that single leg stuff. All right, set 4, final, we getting some hearts? Some people showing some love for the single leg movements. And you guys should, it's good stuff. Target hamstrings, glutes, totally switch up the way you do your stuff. Here we go. Hey, come on. Whoo! Man, there it is, guys. Try that out. Single leg press. Really try and target the hamstrings and glutes. Wow. You start to notice, like with hamstrings, you like lift your leg up, starts getting real heavy, start looking like you're walking all funny in the gym. That's a good sign of hamstring workout. So next up, we're moving on to lunges, and we're gonna go double lunges here, and we're keeping the weight a little lighter. I really like these for hitting this, and there's the heart rate again. Guys, we're sitting at 60, in the 60s, pretty much the whole time. I don't get up there when I'm training chest or delts or anything, maybe a little bit on back. All right, so for this one, we're gonna get 2 25-pound plates. We're gonna take about 10 steps, double lunges down. That means we're going up and down 2 times with each rep. Woo! Here we go, baby. So we're walking this way, double lunges. Shoulder blades are back. Turn right around, coming back at you. Now that is definitely getting the heart rate up there, guys. And it feels super good. We're in the 70s for our heart rate there. Again, just kind of interesting to pay attention to. If I'm using a heart rate monitor, I usually try and let my heart rate drop into the 60s before I start my next set. So double lunges, taking a real big focus on driving through the heel of the foot as we come up. So a lot of people lean forward, maybe get a little on the ball of their foot. We're trying to drive through the heel.
What do you eat before your leg day?
What do I eat before leg day? Mostly just like baby giraffes and other things that are gonna give me mad. No, I'm just, today, typical leg day is gonna be maybe 5.5 ounces of grilled chicken breast and 160 grams of jasmine rice with maybe just a little bit of broccoli or some greens. Today, because breakfast was my first meal, I actually went with butternut squash and oat pancakes, homemade, delicious, and then an egg white omelet. So, you know, the idea is pretty simple. Trying to get in 40 grams of protein or so and about 50 grams of carbs pre-leg day.
What heart monitor do you use?
What heart rate monitor? It's called MyZone, okay? And it's similar to like a Polar, anything like that. The idea is just chest strap heart rate monitors are way more accurate during exercise. It just helps keep me accountable too, to making sure that my heart rate's where it needs to be. All right, here we go. Whew. Here we go. Whoa. You guys know me, I never sweat. I never sweat during a workout, but this leg day has got me perspiring. I don't know if I like it. Whew. Let's take a little time to rest here, hit our last set. We're going 3 sets here because our reps are a little higher. So I want to know what you guys are training today. Anybody else hitting legs today? If you guys are hitting legs today, comment below. I'd be curious to know who our true soldiers are knocking out some wheels on a Friday. I mean, it is summer. It's not a bad idea to swell up your legs before you throw on your short shorts and hit the club. You gotta put on those short shorts, baby. So you can feel a little quad getting in here on this one too. It's not like solely, it's really hard to totally isolate the hamstrings. So the quads are starting to burn a little bit on these as well, but feeling a lot of hamstring and a lot of glute activation here on these double lunges. Last set, best set, let's roll. And back. We're gonna finish singles. Whew. So I wasn't gonna stop short of my 20 reps, but we had to go to singles for those last couple. That's brutal, guys. That is brutal. All right, moving on.
What do you like to do for calves?
What do I like to do for calves? A combination on the old baby cows of doing straight leg and bent leg calf movements. So if I'm training calves twice a week, like I did this week, earlier in the week I hit a seated calf raise for the majority of my calf movement. Today we're gonna go straight leg. It changes the way we hit the calves on a seated as compared to a straight knee. And that's because those hamstrings, they originate above the knee, or the calf muscle originates above the knee. So it's gonna change the way we hit that. So hamstring curls are next. Let's head over here and knock those out. And like fluid on a leg day, guys, hydration is so much more important. So we've got branched chain amino acids in here. Normally I'll go through about 2 of these on a leg day. You don't want to be overly hydrated coming into a leg day. It's going to make it really hard for you to keep everything down. So I like to come in well hydrated, well fed, plenty of sodium in my pre-workout meal, and knock out some legs. So here we go, hamstring curl, 15 reps for 4 sets. Now, every seated hamstring curl machine is a little different. If you guys don't have one, you can try a lying hamstring curl. That's fine, but the seated hamstring curl is what we've got here, and it's what we're gonna go with today. 15 reps, slow and controlled. Bending our toes back, and dorsiflex at the ankles. Really focus on keeping our hips back. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5. Whew. So you'll notice I'm pushing against here. And the reason why I'm doing that is a lot of people tend to let their hips come up when they're doing a hamstring. And we want to keep our hips back, so I'm pushing myself back into the seat as I do the movement. And my other rule on a leg day is I don't rest sitting down, because then you get lazy. And then rest time turns into 4 or 5 minutes when it should only be a minute. And on these, we're trying to go about a minute for rest time.
They're asking, why aren't you doing squats today?
Why no squats today, guys? It's a hamstring focused leg day. I'll do squats on leg day the majority of the time, but I'm not gonna do squats and deadlifts on a leg day. So the last 2 leg days that we've done on Facebook Live, we did squats. And so today I wanted to give you guys a little different taste of a leg workout, and something where we did some heavy deadlifts instead. That, and yesterday was back day and I was a little crunched on time, so I didn't do deadlifts. And I like to do deadlifts at least once a week. Here we go. Set 2, 15 reps. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. One more. Oh, they're burning. They're burning. And you know, for those of you asking about squats too, we actually just filmed an entire leg workout that's going to be going up on the Bodybuilding.com site soon. So if you guys are curious what a full leg day workout looks like, including you know, the push and the pull, check out that leg workout. It's going to be soon. Just make sure you're subscribing to the emails and checking the site daily.
On average, how long is your workout per day?
On average, how long is my workout per day? I would say typically it's 60 minutes. Okay, it's about an hour, all things included. Now we try and move just a little differently for the Facebook Live workouts. And it depends on the day too. If it's like an arm day, it might be 30 or 45 minutes. Leg day, typically gonna take a little longer with a little more rest time. All right, third set, 15 reps, hamstring curls. Let's go. Woo! Feels good. Feels good. So we're gonna finish off after this next set with some calves, and that'll be a wrap for this workout. Sweating on. Do you guys ever chew gum while you're working out? I'm curious. Comment below if you guys chew gum. Like for me, it's an absolute must. I have to chew gum during a workout. I don't know if it's just because I get sick of my own stank breath or something if I don't chew some gum, but comment below. I'm curious, do you guys chew gum during a workout? Absolutely cannot remember the last time I worked out without a piece of gum in my mouth. Still surprised I haven't inhaled it and choked on it sometime. Now I just jinxed myself, it's gonna happen.
Can you explain the difference between when you say push-pull?
So the difference between a push and a pull, you know, most exercises either involve some kind of pressing or pushing and some kind of pulling. For example, here, we're pulling the weight in towards our body. Whereas with a press, we're usually pushing the weight away from our body like you would on a leg extension. And so when you look at some exercises that you do like a glute ham raise, the resistance is shortening that hamstring, pulling yourself inward, whereas, you know, a press movement is gonna push you away. So it's good to include a combination of the two. Typically deadlifts are seen as a pulling motion because you're pulling the weight off the floor, whereas with a squat, you're pushing the weight you know, away from the floor. So it's good to incorporate both. Typically your pulling exercises on the leg day are gonna focus more on your posterior chain, things like the hamstrings, the glutes, and your pressing, pushing motions are gonna incorporate more of the quads.
What BCAs are you drinking and what flavor?
What BCAs am I drinking and what flavor? I do the dimetized BCA complex 50/50, and I'm doing the watermelon flavor today. 2 scoops. Really what I'm shooting for in any kind of intra-workout branched chain amino acids is at least 5 grams of leucine. That's kind of what's been shown and studied to trigger, you know, that muscle protein synthesis and help you during a workout to stave off that catabolism. Final set, 15 reps, here we go. Four, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, couple more, 14, 15, whoo! There it is, hamstring curls, complete. These hammies are feeling it. They're feeling it, I like it. Okay, moving on guys, let's go get done with some calves. How many people do we have that chew gum? Is there a lot of gum chewers out there? Man,
Gum chewers.
gotta have my gum.
There was someone who said they're always scared that they're gonna swallow it.
Yeah.
Or he said, I do chew gum, it helps me keep focused, except for the one time I breathed it in and I was choked on it.
Yeah, don't inhale your gum. It's not good. Maybe you shouldn't be chewing, I don't know, but I have to. All right, guys, we're heading over here. Whew. So for calves, we're typically gonna aim for a little higher rep range. So we're gonna go 5 sets of 20 here, and we're just coming back to our leg press machine. We're gonna focus on getting a real good stretch at the bottom, real good contraction at the top for 20 reps. So I like using the leg press as a way to hit calves. So here we go. Balls of the foot on the bottom. You probably don't even need that guy. So there it is, set 1, done. For calves, they require a little higher rep range, a little more volume because they get used so much. And so I find my calves are gonna react a lot better to something that's higher rep range, higher volume in general than trying to go super heavy on calves. So 5 sets here. What do you guys like to do for calves? You guys mostly seated calf raise? Are you straight leg calf raise? I'm curious. And do you include a combination of the two?
Let's do hearts for seated, likes for standing.
All right, so let's do that. Hearts for seated. Go ahead and give us some hearts if you like that seated calf raise, and likes if you like the standing calf raise better. I'm curious what you guys think. Go ahead and start tapping the screen. We're gonna go set 2 here. A lot of hearts, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, whew. And toe positioning, that's a question get asked a lot, is where do your toes get positioned? Do we point in? Do we point out? Guys, in general, I'm a little bit pointed in with my calves to try and target the majority of it. I don't get too crazy either way. Not a ton of ins or outs.
Hearts got it.
A lot of hearts, huh? That's what people like, is the hearts. Or seated, excuse me. Very good. But try a combination of the two. So if you guys always do seated, throw in some straight leg. If you guys always do straight leg, throw in some seated as well. All right, set 3, 20 reps. Let's go. Oh, whew, they burn. Calves are one of those muscle groups that, man, when they start to burn, they burn. But we're trying to work them. We're trying to build them up here. Good combination. We want inside and outside parts of the calves both hit. We're not trying to just target one area. We want a good diamond in there. Good heart-shaped calf. Well developed. Focus on your calves, guys. Don't not train calves. Don't be that guy.
What's the total weight you're using for calf raises?
So total weight for calf raises here, we got a leg press machine. Obviously it's on an angle, and we got 180 pounds on there. So 4 45-pound plates total. Felt pretty light the first set, but I'm not about going super heavy on calves ever. You know, I would much rather, if it starts feeling lighter, focus on a really good stretch, really good contraction. Okay, 4th set. Moving a little quicker here. Rest time doesn't need to be quite as high for something like calves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, whew. This is also a great exercise. If you guys have a little extra time, try this one single leg.
This comment is, I live for the woo at the end of your sets.
Ha 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 ha. I'm glad somebody does. I'm glad it's not just me. You know, I don't know why I do that. I was trying to think of some like really good explanation for that, but I got nothing. I got nothing, guys. And one thing I find is I make a lot more noise when I'm working out than I think. This is the only day per week that I don't wear headphones. And so, whoo, all right, there it is. Throw it in. It's the sense of accomplishment when you get done with this set. All right, woo, let's go. Now I'm like hyper aware of the sounds I make. You gotta make me all self-conscious. All right, last set, best set, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. Oh, woo. There it is, guys. Leg day. That's a wrap. I want you guys to try this workout out. Check me out on social media. Let me know how you like it. You can hit me up on Instagram at TrainerMike1, Facebook page at Michael Hildebrandt. Also putting some YouTube content out there for you at Michael Hildebrandt. So check it out, guys. Woohoo! We got Facebook Live finishing up leg day on a Friday, and we're gonna hit them with one of these to check out a little hamstrings and calves. Boom!